Turning to today's small cap, and IMEXHS is a medical imaging software company. Think of them like a smaller Pro Medicus or Max 7. Now, it's an operation that makes most of its money in the United States, but it's actually based out of Colombia. And to top off the story, its chief executive is currently here in Sydney. More than that, he's actually here in the studio. Welcome to ausbiz, Dr. Herman Arango. He's the chief executive of IMEXHS, and thrilled to have you here with us. German, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you very much, and I'm very happy to be here in Sydney again after a long trip and after a long time.
It's a long way to get here. We certainly appreciate that. At least we're getting some more international guests thanks to the borders being open. So the first question is, what brings you here? Are you speaking to investors?
Yeah, mainly we have released recently our new five-year strategy. We have been updating our investors and new and potential, existing and potential new investors on that regard, and obviously updating on the last year results, FY21.
So give us a sense, take a step back, and the actual operations of the business, we say like a smaller Pro Medicus. So what's the speciality that you go and deal in?
Okay, well, yeah, we're a company founded in 2012, listed on the ASX in 2018 with two businesses. One business is software for medical imaging, where it is quite similar to what Pro Medicus on Max 7 does and we also have another business which is radiology services business. In the software side, we have a software proposition that is very flexible, cloud-based, and do well across every segment of the market. In comparison to Pro Medicus and Max 7, we are very based and very focused on the low to mid end of the market. And even we can do well with the high end, we are more focused on the small to medium end of the market.
And I was just reading your 5-year plan. Now, it's nice to know that there's sort of, as you say, the seeding, the growing and the harvesting. So that's a lovely imagery in my head here. So access to tech, access to staff, what is it like? You've got a vision in your head. How is that going to be deployed? Yeah,
well, definitely. First thing is that we are pretty confident that we will deliver this plan on the basis of our existing resources, which is a key element for our financials. Second thing is that we have several elements already in place. It's not something that we are starting from scratch. Most of the seeding phase is pretty advanced, and we have big fundamentals for that. We have the technology, disruptive technology with cloud-based and modern platforms. We have the resources. We have already the reputation, the footprint, and is a plan. The plan is to keep delivering in that regard and to achieve phase by phase up to the latest, which is the harvesting, in which we attempt to deliver a single and unified software platform for medical imaging that will be together with our business services and linked by the AI contribution.
The third-party algorithms when it comes to AI and the ability to go and detect cancers and other things that you're scanning for, how close are we conceivably to go and seeing that actually being able to go rolled out and being approved by medical associations?
I think that the AI is going to enhance the medical practice. I think that will create stronger radiologists and more efficient, more accurate. So with that view in mind, I think the regulatory view is going to be more flexible. Let's say that if we attempt not to replace but to enhance the medical practice, the regulatory requirements are going to be acceptable or more flexible. I think that this is something that is already happening. We are delivering in our platform, software platform, several AI tools that have been accepted by some of the countries in which we are working in the Latin American region. Obviously, the developed world requirements are more strict, but I think that in the way this is becoming more accurate and helping the radiologists to be better, more accurate, more precise, it will be a big contribution that will be well accepted by the community.
So some of the contracts you've got in place are the public sector. Is that a focus because it's nice and steady, you know, just like rolling contracts, just good to build up your business?
Well, the main reason we started the business on the basis of private deals, private sector deals. Recently, we have been investing in achieving or approaching bigger public customers. And the main reason why we think is a good space for us and why we are attractive for that sector is because in the developing world, there is still a requirement of improving the medical practice. And we strongly believe that the way to improve this is by technology. So putting together technology and services is the ideal value proposition for the public sector. That is our next goal in this growing phase and seeding phase for the company. So it's a matter of creating good social impact, improving health delivery, accessibility, and quality.
So your time here in Australia, what's some of the end goals that by the time you go back home, what do you want to achieve when you're here?
Well, first thing, to reactivate the connection with the investors community, to update them on the results from the previous year, and to show them that we have been intensively working in delivering and in the next future, and to show them the strategy and how we view the future. I think it has been done, most of this, and it has been a very successful trip.